States like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and West Bengal, etc., are not new to the governor versus government battle. The latest state to join this list is yet another southern state, Karnataka. The conflict between the Karnataka state government and the governor intensified when the governor approved the prosecution of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah over the Muda site allocation scandal. It widened the rift between Raj Bhavan and the Karnataka government and triggered legal and political responses. The governor has rejected several Karnataka assembly bills, which led the state government to seek the president's help. Governor Thawar Chand Gehlot has now returned 6 more bills to Karnataka's government for clarification, making it in all 11 such bills since January this year. Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar has criticized these rejections, questioning the governor's impartiality. The state also lashed out at the governor for being influenced by the NDA union government.
JDS and BJP people may try to throw stones to the governor and try to bring a bad name to the Congress government. They are trying to destabilize or they are trying to see that some larger problem is created. So we are very cautious and we are protected.
Governors, they have increasingly started to function like the agents of the ruling party at the center. Governors who are supposed to be the representatives of the president in states, they are not elected. But we have to consider them as the constitutional heads of the state. Now, an elected government cannot be headed by an unelected office. So that is the anomaly in the system. I think time has come for us to correct this.
Earlier this year in February, the Karnataka government held a major protest in Delhi called Delhi Chalo, demanding the president's intervention against the alleged misuse of governors by the central NDA government. They had invited leaders from Kerala, Tamil Nadu and West Bengal to join this protest as well. And quite recently, on August 31, the Congress held a Raj Bhavan Chalo protest against the governor's decision to sanction prosecution of the CM. The conflict centers around the Muda site allocation scandal. The Karnataka government has strongly opposed the governor's decisions in 2 key meetings, challenging the notice and approval to prosecute Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. The cabinet views the governor's actions as politically motivated.
The governor has acted in a hurry to give sanction in the case of the chief minister, whereas he has been sitting on 4 other cases which are clear cases of corruption investigated by the Karnataka Lokayukta, which is a statutory body, and they have investigated and they are seeking permission clearly under the provisions of the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988, sanction for prosecution. And the governor has been sitting quiet on that. So we have evidence to say that Karnataka governor has acted in a partisan manner. And whether he was right in deciding the case or in giving permission to investigate the charges against the chief minister, let the courts decide.
Siddaramaiah's government is exploring a constitutional response to the governor's quick approval for prosecuting him, while other cases are pending. They are considering a legal challenge against the governor. Siddaramaiah's lawyer, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, argues that the governor's actions are unconstitutional and aim to destabilize the state government, criticizing the lack of justification for rejecting the cabinet's recommendations.
One can challenge this in the court of law, but the question is, the legal procedure in this country will take a long time. In the meantime, it destabilizes, it affects the administration of the state. Look at what is happening in Karnataka. I think the entire government is out to protect the government rather than administer, rather than rule, rather than attend to the problems of the people. Now, when the governors exceed their brief, when the governors become tools in the hands of the center or the ruling party at the center, then what happens is the people will be at the receiving end.
The standoff goes beyond legal issues, highlighting the struggle over state autonomy versus central power in India's federal system. Karnataka Congress legislators are calling for the governor's recall and plan to petition the president for his removal.
It is a big blow to the delicate balance between the union government and the state governments when governors act like this. We have seen it in Kerala, we have seen it in Tamil Nadu, we have seen it in West Bengal, and we are now seeing it in Karnataka. It really affects the balance in the relationship between the union government and the state government. Our constitutional framers have made the union government stronger than the state governments. The same framers of the constitution, they have also provided for a delicate balance to be maintained between the union government and the state government. When the governors exceed their brief, when the governors function outside the limits of their power imposed by the constitution, this delicate balance of the federal polity is affected.
As the situation in Karnataka continues to unfold, the clash between the state government and the governor is becoming bigger and more deeper as it reflects broader national tensions over the role and powers of governors in India's states.